I do believe that I'm a 10 wholeheartedly, because why would I downgrade myself? And all of you ladies should think that you're a 10.
Do you think all women should view themselves as a 10?
I do. I do think all women should have that confidence.
Do you agree with her, other 10?
Yes, if they actually work on themselves.
So all women are 10s?
I think so. Because we're all
Are all
amazing.
men 10s?
I think in their own way, all men can be 10s, yeah.
How come you're willing to give women the like, yes, girls slay, you're all 10s, the confidence, but for men, you're like, maybe they can reach 10 level.
Because I love women and I want to support women.
So men don't need support?
Men do need support. I never said that.
But
Men are great.
she does point something out where you were quicker to say, yes, all women are 10s, but there seemed to be hesitation when we were trying to do the same appraisal of men.
Just because I don't find every man attractive, right?
You find all women attractive?
I find a lot of women, most women attractive, yeah.
I got a bone to pick with y'all men.
No, you don't. You just got your hair done and you feeling yourself. But it's okay. We're going to entertain it. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why is it that y'all like to throw out compliments to women, telling them how beautiful they are and how you like the way they look and blah, 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 but you don't ask for their number?
To put it plain and simple, a compliment means nothing to a woman that gets them on a regular nowadays. It only holds value if it's attached to some kind of dollar amount, and I don't understand why. This isn't the early 2000s where you can compliment a woman and she truly appreciate it and be okay with you starting a conversation. Or we understand that getting this woman's number is going to come with some kind of bills eventually. Let's say you get that number, you hit her up the next day, magically she's going to be short $500 for her rent. And now she's expecting you to come out of pocket for it. And keep in mind, those compliments you was giving her didn't end when you first met her. They continue out through the conversation that y'all was having. And as soon as you disregard that $500 request, now you broke. You ain't shit. Now all those compliments become a weapon for her to use against you because you didn't want to give her $500 of your own money. It sounds a little something like, oh, you like me, you think I'm beautiful, you think you want to be with me, but you don't want to pay my bills? Something like that.
Like, can you tell me why that is? You just want to be nice, throw out a compliment today, or you're scared? Which one is it?
It's definitely not men being scared. Contrary to popular belief, most men are not afraid of rejection. But the fact still remains, the art of getting a woman's number is not what it used to be. And I am wise enough to understand that this is not every woman, and I believe there are some women still out there that are willing to have a conversation with a man that compliments them. However, there are enough breezies screaming from the rooftops saying, my number costs $500 out the gate. Hell, I did a video on this very app where a woman told a young man it was $20 just to speak to her, let alone get her number. But besides all of that, there are generally men that just want to give a compliment. They thought you looked nice in the moment, and they just wanted to let you know. It's a healthy way to push back positivity into our dating ecosystem. Every compliment does not come with a motive. Some are just genuine compliments. And I think as people, we need to do a better job at normalizing compliments and making them go back to what they used to be for us. But you know what? No, y'all ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying. I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
Women are queens of self-sabotage. You even see in the comments here. There was this guy I liked on the first date, so I ghosted him. You can never really overthink anything that a woman does. They don't know what they do. There is never any reason why you should ever be emotional about a woman. These are literally self-destructing creatures. If she likes you, she's going to throw the whole relationship away. That's how it works. And the same concept where if a girl likes you, she's going to make you wait to give you the box. But if she doesn't like you and doesn't see you as boyfriend material, she giving you the box in the first date. The first month of you knowing her. It's just this unrelated dynamic that women just have. Like, it's complex and it's just irregular and it's just not meant to be understood. There is nothing really you should worry about when it comes to a woman, because literally the better of a guy you are, the better quality guy you are, the higher chance that you're struggling in dating. Because women are literally self-sabotaging. Every single time a woman gets with a man that makes her feel any form of inferior, because, oh, you're taking care of yourself better, you know, you hold yourself to a certain standard, you're so reliable, anything that can make a woman feel like, I know there's something wrong with me and this guy is too good. And if he's with me and I know something's wrong with me, it must mean something's wrong with him. It's just how their mind works, bro. It's so backwards. It's literally, you would think it would be, wow, he treats me right. This is great chemistry. Let me invest in it and see where it goes. No, it's literally everything is going well. let me throw it all away. That's just how women can be. And a lot of times women like this, they're just not really well mentally. A lot of women are psychologically ill. They're mentally ill. So keep that in mind as well too. You're in a dating market with women, they're probably taking medication, not even telling you, because women like this, they're not emotionally healthy. But there's a lot of women in this space. I'm telling you, in the market, there's a lot of women like this. And they come from 2-parent homes. It's not just the women from single-parent homes. No, there's literally women, even from 2-parent homes, that still have this type of self-destructive nature. So when you deal with a woman, that's why you can never be so overly emotionally invested, because you just never know when she's going to pull away, and it can happen in the blink of an eye. So trust fund baddies only. Don't rely on a woman emotionally, never. Even I don't care if she's your wife. You just never put everything emotionally into a woman. You have to keep a certain part of yourself tucked away in a reservoir, because you just never know when a woman's going to pull away just for you being a great guy. It's trust fund baddies only. This is why you have to dog women out when you first start talking to them. When you give a woman everything, she'll leave you with nothing. My brother, welcome back to the streets. And it's a ruthless, ruthless environment. I'm gonna tell you that right now. These women, you don't bring flowers on the first date. It's a waste of time. When you're a true gentleman to a woman, she's gonna sabotage it. You're literally too good for her. So although you might be frustrated, she did you a huge favor. She knew that she was gonna waste your time. And that's just the reality of a lot of high value men in this dating market. These women aren't worth your time, your resources, or your loving gestures. So stop even trying to give it to them. Everything you see online when women say, oh, I want to be treated right, this is what happens when you treat them right. This is what happens. So many good men literally turn evil because of situations like this. And girls wonder, oh, why don't men respect women? Oh, why do guys act like dogs? Because the moment you do the right thing by a woman, I'm telling you, you're going to sit there and regret it. You're going to wish you was the worst version of yourself. This literally brings out the worst version of so many men. But you just have to realize and learn these women are not worth the effort. They're not like our mothers and grandmothers. All these loving things that we grew up seeing in TV and movies, it doesn't work with these type of women. They're toxic, brother. They say they want all these loving things and they go back and they do this. And then yet the same type of woman will still post on her social media story, oh, I want a man to treat me like this, treat me like that. The moment you treat them well, it ends poorly. Every single time. So my brother, just get back out here, do your thing. Don't worry about these women, bro. I'm telling you, put them through the ringer, every single one. Let this be a learning moment moving forward. She needs to earn those gestures. We don't need to give them anything up front. It's trust fund baddies only, pour no more.
And I think this is kind of the crux of the issue. Because there was a woman that's saying, well, I think that all women are 10s and I just want to support all women. Great. But do men not need support? And, you know, I understand, because you do have some people that are like, well, you know, I really want to support black people. I want to uplift the black community. So, you know, most of the stuff that I do is to help and support the black community, right? I get it from that perspective. But I would hope that in your support of the black community, or say, for instance, you know, it kind of sounds crazy to even say it, but, you know, I support white people, right? You know, I want to support white people. I'm white. I want to support white people. Okay. I get it. You know, I want to support my community, or, you know, you have finance bros, you want to support them. But I think men are saying it's not that it's not that you support women. Modern women are disparaging men. They're putting men down. They're literally they're turning on men and saying, you guys are garbage. You guys aren't good people. None of you are. You're all criminals. And men are like, well, no, that's not statistically true. That's not even remotely true. There's nothing about what you just said that's true at all. So why do you, and this is the problem, why do you automatically think that all women are good and all men are bad? That's the problem that we're having here. Well, I'm sure they need support. I'm sure they're okay, but, you know, I don't really trust men like that. Exactly. which is why men step back from you and say, well, you know, if you treat me like that, then I'm gonna go do my thing somewhere else.
You want to know something? Women are the absolute cruelest creatures on this planet.
And, you know, things I see that women do, things I know and heard that women do, the paternity issue, how these women lay next to a man for years, looking a kid in the eyes for years, knowing there's no relation, how good men get stomped out, how kids are just used for a check. I've come to the conclusion that I think women are just pure evil. Like, I really think women are just pure evil. Women are naturally evil beings, I believe. And only a woman who's honest about our natural nature of being deceptive can change it. Like, for example, I know that naturally there's a selfish, gimme, I want that type of way about me. So, about people, period, but especially women. So if you can't be honest and say that that's in there, then you can't deal with it and address it. And so I've noticed that the women who say they're the dopest, they're the this, they're the that, are usually the worst, because you have to acknowledge the beast in you in order to tame it. And so I really just think most women are naturally evil, period. I just think they're evil. And not even just how they deal with men and kids makes them evil, but how they deal with each other. Women are so jealous, deceptive, conniving. Like, you can just feel the evil when you are in the presence of certain women. You can walk in a room and you just feel the dagger.
If your first reaction to hearing men are trash is not all men, not me, you are missing the forest for the trees.
Really? Do explain.
Now, either literally millions of women are lying about their experiences with men for no reason, or it's time to accept that there might be a problem with men.
Well, indeed. There is a problem out there with some men. That is the key word that a lot of individuals like to leave out of this particular conversation, is the word some, because it's so much easier just to generalize everyone than to actually focus on those individuals that are really the problem.
And I know that accepting that there is a problem with men means that if you do care about the state of the world, and if you do care about protecting the women that you say you want to protect, that it might mean you actually have to do something or say something.
And a lot of men, believe it or not, actually do something or say something, but yet they're still just seen as guilty as every other man, because it's all men, right?
Just not being part of the problem doesn't make you part of the solution. So ask yourself, who are you protecting? The brotherhood? What brotherhood are we talking about? Because based on what I'm seeing from all these masculine influencers, they're ready to and eat you at the slightest bit of provocation.
It's almost as if that was an excellent example of the behaviors of some men. Again, they keep leaving out that word.
Men are out here claiming that they want to be protectors of women, but they will not protect women from themselves.
I would almost be willing to bet that someone that I could mention probably considers themselves to be an ardent male feminist. Yet ironically, I'm not seeing how that's the case, because they're not acting in the way in which a true feminist would be. Because feminism, after all, is about equality and equal treatment and fairness. Yet they're tolerating the unfair treatment of an entire population of people, men, based on the actions of some of those members of that group. Not very feminist-minded, is it?
Can I just talk about how, on average, I'm opening the door for men more than they open the door for me?
Apparently, that's a problem. Otherwise, we wouldn't be hearing about it.
I knew that chivalry was, but like I didn't know it was like this.
Like what? Being treated as an equal instead of a delicate, helpless woman that can't do anything for herself?
Like, I don't mind being kind to men, opening the door for them, yeah. But it's just a little off-putting when it's like 3 out of 5 times I'm opening a door for a man and he's just going right through.
Well, a lot of women do that to men. They go right through the door and don't even say thank you. But yet somehow women are offended when they're treated in the same way.
You feel like a man after that? Like, me personally, I wouldn't feel like a man after that. Like, I'd feel like a bitch.
It's rather ironic that when some women want to try to insult men, they usually end up referring to them by a term that was normally used to try to insult women, insinuating that they are feminine. Anyone else see the irony there?
And do you have any respect for yourselves? Like, you guys, like, on average, guys, I'm really out here opening doors for men more than they're opening for me. We're talking about grown-ass men. We're talking about grown men, like weird men, okay? Me, little lady, opening the door for you 3 to 5 times is kind of weird.
Interesting. And that goes right along with a little trend that I've been noticing, that some women really despise gender roles, except when it comes to men. They think that men apparently should stay in certain gender roles, but that it doesn't apply to women. Except, of course, when it benefits them.
That's right. Unless you're ladies that you don't want to deal with men at all, then we should talk about it.
If you don't want to deal with black men at all,
I love all men and not black men. Just not black men.
Well, is there any women in here who don't want to deal with men, period, or is it just black men, or is it a mixture?
it's just black men, and we actually want non-black men's help in these corrections that you speak of.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specific?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at? A place of understanding of like, what do you want to?
Well, we believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't. But I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage. But
this is insane to me. I can't even fathom what I'm like. This is worse than what I thought it was. This is not just disagreements or want to. They're done. This is crazy because these are the same women who don't want any accountability themselves. You don't want anybody to hold you accountable for your actions, but you want white men to hold black men accountable for what? It's basically saying, get them in check, control them, force them to do what? Baby, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. I can't. This is crazy. But there's more. Let's continue.
I think for me, I think I want the coddling culture to kind of stop. I think they get validated a little bit too much and they're not held accountable as much as white men, Hispanic men, Asian men. Like, the legal system works in their benefit a little bit more than they think it does. They're seen as the ultimate, like, most oppressed. And I think that coddling culture needs to stop and they need to be held accountable for their actions.
What actions do they need to be held accountable for that they're not already being held accountable for? Because, I mean, last time I checked, if a black man commits a crime, he's going to jail. Hasn't he been held accountable? What is it that he's not being held accountable for? Or is it the fact that y'all are not getting y'all way and y'all pissed about it and you just don't care what happens to black men? Mind blown.
Every time you have another kid by another man or multiple kids by multiple men, your dating pool of men that will take you serious and want to date you to marry you and see you as a wifey prospect and see you as somebody they want to build their life with and take serious gets smaller. And that's just bottom line, period, end of story, end of discussion, no argument. I keep seeing this discourse on TikTok about single moms and dating single moms and who doesn't want to date single moms and, oh, you're not worthy and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. As a former single mom of 2 kids with 2 baby daddies, I have the room to say what I'm about to say. And that's a hard truth to swallow as a woman that, hey, I made this decision thinking I trusted this person and wanted to have a family with this person and it didn't work out. And now because of that, there's like a whole group of men that don't even like see me as a dating. Yes. And that's just it.
A lot of men avoid divorced women and single moms, not because they're bad people, okay, but because of the baggage that comes with it. Let's break it down, shall we? A divorced woman usually carries emotional scars. She's been through betrayal, conflict, failure, child custody, and often she hasn't healed from it. That pain doesn't just disappear. It bleeds into the next relationship. Men can feel that bitterness, that distrust, and most don't want to pay for what the last man did. Now let's talk about the single moms. It's not just about dating her. It's about inheriting her past. The ex is always in the picture. The baby daddy will be forever tied to her and her child. And no matter how great the guy is, he's never the first priority. Her kids will be. And they should be. The child should come first. But most men aren't signing up to be second place in their own relationship. It doesn't mean divorced women or single moms can't find love. That's not what I'm saying. But it does mean the pool is smaller. So stop shaming men for wanting less baggage. It's not hate, it's honesty. If you want a high value man, you've got to bring more than wounds and history to the relationship. You have to bring healing, peace, and partnership because that's what men stay for.
Modern women really don't know how conniving and problematic they can be. They don't want to believe that about themselves. They want to believe, well, I'm a great person. I do great things. Men need me and all this other stuff. The fact of the matter is a lot of these modern women, they're, I don't want to say narcissistic, but there comes a point in time to where I believe in myself. I love myself. I affirm myself. I affirm, who I am, what I do, how I act, where I go. I get all of that. I understand all of that. But these modern women, you can't trust them. Problematic. They don't see any issue in themselves. They don't see any problem in themselves. There's no struggle. The only struggle that I have as a modern woman is the struggle to get everybody to be as good as I am. God, dog.
Black women's rules only apply to black men. White men get it for free, and that comes with no blonde wigs or weaves. Man, what the tenderism? Because you did not just have to cook like that. That's really some funny ass shit, because it's really funny to me how a lot of black women sit here like with this sense of entitlement, like they were just born with it. Like, don't nobody owe you shit. The only person that owe you something is yourself, and you owe yourself dignity and self-respect because you have none. You owe yourself some love because you don't even understand what it is, because why you don't love your you don't want to even take care of yourself. You want to live in this world learning how to live off of people. What type of man want a woman like that? Y'all have all these stipulations of what you won't do for these black men, but let it be a white man. Let it be a white man with some other money at that. Oh, you are going to conform immediately. Y'all gonna conform as quick as Brittany Renner went to be a Muslim with Kevin Gates. Y'all are going to conform just like Summer Walker did with that white man. You see, she do whatever the he asks. She is not finna up that situation because of that money. And because she hates black men and he's a white man. So of course, she had her black ass baby daddies. Yeah, her black ass ex-boyfriends. So now she's conforming and you are following suit. Y'all took the Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson situation to a whole new level. Y'all seeing the fact that, that is a light-skinned man and he just letting her still do her whole. Let me go find a man like that, because clearly she's not submitting to him because he's letting her do what the she want to do. Why? Because she's Meg Thee Stallion. Ain't no real man, let alone a real black man, finna allow you to do that. His life is already hard, and you going outside or just going on the internet portraying like that is already making it harder for him. He's fighting the world, and now you gotta fight social media too. Like, ain't no way. If it's a black man saying something, these black hate it. But let a white man say he want this and he want that and he want this and he want that and he got some money. Oh, gonna say, anything for him. He can take care of me. He trying to move me into his house and he gonna pay all my and I don't gotta pay for nothing. And all I gotta do is cook and clean and go shopping on his dime. I feel like some of y'all parents shouldn't have told y'all that y'all was princesses and deserved the world, because a lot of you don't. As you see, there's only one black Disney princess. It's only one of us. There's only room for one. All of you are not princesses, especially black women. Y'all are not all queens. Y'all are not all princesses, because y'all act in this sense of entitlement and have not worked for a thing in your life. Maybe if you poured more into yourself instead of pouring more into your maybe these real men would see you. Maybe they would understand you. But no! They don't want to deal with you, mother sucker harlots!
What's the science behind all men thinking the perfect time to romance you is while you're making dinner or doing dishes? Let's look at the comment section. So comment number 1 says, "Fill me with rage." The second one, obviously she wants to beat him up. And the third one says he wants his mommy. She said, "I know we're in a man-hating era right now, but certainly that can't mean that you guys obviously think these insane ideas." When I was looking at the comment section, women are bitter, y'all, and sick in the head. Like, let's keep going. Someone said, "I don't like it. It makes me feel like he's trying to manipulate me." Manipulate you into what? Cooking dinner? Okay. This one says emotional manipulation. The other one says control. Oh my God. So I want to talk about this from both ends. How I see this is, I personally understand getting overstimulated. I understand being the type of woman that likes to be in the kitchen by myself. I don't like help. I don't want nobody assisting me. I'm okay. I don't need anything. If I need anything, I'll let you know. 9 times out of 10, I'm very used to cooking on my own where I don't need that. I prefer me to be in the kitchen while a man sits down, watches TV, does whatever. I'm not one of those women who says I don't need something and behind my mind, I really do. No, I wholeheartedly do get overstimulated in the kitchen. I don't want to be groped, held, and all that. But
where I'm coming from is, why don't you say that? Instead of, getting upset, instead of feeling some type of way, instead of having all this rage blow up and fester in your head, you can easily tell your partner that I love you, I care about you, I love to be held on other aspects. But when I'm cooking, I just want to be in the kitchen. Everybody knows when you're cooking, it's hot in the kitchen, you get overstimulated, you're thinking about timing, how fast you have to have dinner cooked and all that stuff. And I get it. It's a lot, especially to some women. So explain that to your man so that way he understands you better and knows when not to and when to touch you. I also feel like letting women know that this is manipulation and control is the stupidest thing on earth. Because when a man's paying for your dinner, paying for all the rent, and taking care of you, is that manipulation? Is that control? Why don't you pay for your own rent? Why don't you pay for your own things? The way women go and manipulate everything and make the men feel like they're the bad guys, I don't see what's wrong with that. And here's another theory. I know so many men that love when women cook for them. Just like us, we get so attracted to our man when he's building stuff, or when he's doing things in the home, or maybe when he's working out and we're watching him. That's an attractive trait. You don't think when a man's watching you like cook, he's like, she looks so beautiful, or man, she could really cook. What if he's never had a woman who could cook? What if he's never had a woman that looked as good as you? Sometimes you look at things in such a negative perception and you'll never know how a man really feels about you. This is why I say be careful taking advice from these bitter gargoyles, because you're going to sit there and go, yup, he's manipulating, he's controlling me. And you're going to get mad instead of just communicating that. Hey, babe, I love you, but this is me time. When I bake and I cook, I don't need help. Unless you guys are having cooking days together, I totally get it. But men, practice active listening skills. If your girl tells you, hey, babe, please leave me alone, don't keep bothering her, man, because then when she rages out on you, whose fault is it?
I'm in the gym and you're a man and you see me doing the exercise wrong, do not take the opportunity to walk up to me and tell me the correct way to do it. I was in the gym the other day and I was doing lat pull downs. Had my headphones on, I was in the zone, I was going. All I know is a man, I see him in my peripheral and he's over there like, hey, like doing something. So I slide my headphone off and he's like, hey, you want to pull it right here because you could hurt your rotator cuff. I said, okay. How you know I don't like my rotator cuff a little hurt? Like, I don't like no man telling me nothing. And then now I'm working out in the gym and I'm like, damn, are you watching every exercise that I do to make sure I'm doing it right? Leave me alone. Don't tell me nothing.
Like, don't tell me nothing. Yep. I'm gonna tell you right now. Me personally, I go to the gym. So I love gym bros and I love gym women. And I love people to say, hey, you know what? Like, either you're doing a good job or ready to help you. It's so crazy how there's so many people that are nervous to go to the gym. I don't see why. There are so many great people at the gym. And I've even had people stop me before to like, show me something. I'm never gonna go, get off my back. Because if it's gonna hurt me in the long run, I don't want that. I don't think you've ever been hurt at the gym before. If you ego lift or you lift the wrong way and you pinch a nerve or you hurt yourself, you're going to be out for a long time and wish somebody would have helped you. You know what's so sad about women like this? These are the same women that and complain about guys bothering them when men are just trying to help, because that's what men are supposed to do. Imagine now if the place got raided up, shot up and all that stuff. You guys are going to be the same women. How come there's not men to help us? There's no men defending us. You see what I mean? That's why I tell you ladies all the time. My favorite saying, I always say, what? Pick and choose your battles. Shut the heck up. Please. The more and more you complain, the more and more you're going to push good men away to not want to help you. That is so sad, somebody going out of their way to help you. I don't see what's wrong with that. I would prefer somebody going out of their way to help me than somebody trying to get at me at the gym. Not that it would matter. I wouldn't never yell at somebody or even make a video. It's not that serious. But now when you go and break your shoulder or go and hurt yourself, I don't want to hear, nobody help me. What happened? Where the man at? Why? You don't need a man. You're strong and independent and buff and all that stuff. Do it yourself. This is why people do not tell black women anything. You guys never want to be told a thing, even if it's something sweet, even if it's nice. The man hating thing is so forced, it's getting really old. Like really, really old. At this point, snap your shoulder. I wouldn't give a damn. I don't even know why men even bother anymore with some of you guys. It's sad. Don't sit here and say, how come men don't protect? How come men don't this? Didn't he try to do that? He tried to make sure you didn't hurt yourself, and look what they get still. Man.
You know, and you know, the clip was talking about, you know, you have a black woman not doing things for a black man. That might be true, but a tiger don't change his stripes, or a leopard don't change his stripes, or whatever you want to say. And these ladies, they're not gonna be doing it for the white boys either. They're not gonna be doing it for the white boys either. They're gonna have their attitudes. They're gonna act crazy. They're gonna talk sideways, and they're gonna get put right out that country club. They're gonna get put right out that country club. You're not coming to this our favorite Tex-Mex restaurant no more. Not doing it. Not at all. Once you start to show your true colors, which most modern women will, don't matter whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, once you start acting a fool, because at some point in time, he gonna put his foot down. He was like, no, we can't do that. We're not gonna be able to do that. And you're gonna start clowning on him. You're gonna be right out the door with Becky, Sally, Susie, Shamika, and all of them. Y'all gonna be in the same pool, and his mom gonna be right beside him, right behind him, and dad too, because you're not about to do my son that way. And sister too. And sister gonna be in the front line. She don't know how to fight, but she gonna be swinging on you. And that's how it's gonna go. Modern women don't really understand you can't act a fool. They doing what the man say because the man got money, right? These brothers got money, but let that man say no. They gonna be clowning and cutting up again.
How many kids do you have? I know you have a son.
I have 5.
All by the same man?
Absolutely not.
What's wrong with having kids by the same man?
Absolutely nothing. We just don't. Absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, that just was not what panned out in the choices that I made. 5.
You mentioned kids. How many kids do you have, baby girl?
I have 4.
Okay, all by the same man?
No, ma'am.
How many men?
3.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have 3.
All by the same man?
No.
How many men?
3 different men.
Do you have any kids?
I do.
How many kids?
I have 4.
All by the same man?
Mm-mm.
How many men? 3.
I got 3. I got a 10-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a 4-month-old.
Do they all have the same dad?
No, I got 3 baby daddies.
You have any children?
Yes, I have 7.
You really have 7 kids?
Yeah.
You gave birth to 7 kids?
Yes.
You're 33 years old?
Yes.
By how many men?
1.
I smell bull.
Why are you not with that man? Are you with him? You're married?
No, I'm engaged to a different person.
Okay, you have 7 kids by somebody else and you're engaged. So why are you calling me?
Because my engagement is going left instead of right.
And all these kids are by the same man?
You can say that.
No, I want to know Amina, honey, I don't got time to play these grown-ass games with you, okay? So you have 7 kids. Are they all by the same man or not?
Some of them are.
How many men do you have kids by?
5.
So how did you tell me all your kids were by one man?
Do you
have any kids?
Rage quit.
I do. Brace yourself. I have 7 children.
Are they all by the same man?
No.
How many men?
5.
How many kids do you have?
I have 7.
You have 7 children?
I
How old
do.
are you?
I'm 34.
Are they all by the same man?
The last 4, yes.
Why you not with this man? Because you got a 4-year-old, 2 3-year-olds, and a 1-year-old.
It's a long story. When I met him, I didn't know he was married until I got pregnant. And that's when I found out. He ended up
How long did you date him before you found out he was married?
a year.
Okay, so that means you had 4 kids by him knowing he was married.
After I found out.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have 7.
You have 7 kids, really?
Mm-hmm.
7.
So you pushed 7 kids out of your vagina?
The last one I had a C-section, but yes,
By how many men?
3.
And do you have any children?
Yes, I have 5.
All by the same man?
No.
How many
So,
men,
3.
babies, girls, do you have kids by?
3.
My husband and I have been together for 15 years. He's the epitome of the saying, he's a good man, Savannah. However, I've always known that he was in 2 other relationships, one with his mom and the other his career. He prioritizes and considers them without question, while I've proven my position and still feel like I'm in second place most times. How can I get him to always treat me like I'm number 1 without taking away from his other loves?
I think you got to be careful. The mama angle, I 100% agree. But in terms of a man's purpose comes first, baby. And the worst place that you can be is between a man and his purpose. A lot of women lose sight of what brought you to that man in the first place. A lot of women aspire for a lot of things, right? I want a successful man. I want a certain lifestyle. But a lot of women are not willing to sacrifice the time that it takes for that man to create that environment. for you.
Kitty, why you keep making these faces?
I don't want to make this a gender thing because I don't want no one to use this against nobody. But women, we show up as friends, as mothers, as wives, as everything else. We show up and we still serve our husbands, but marriage is still a part of your purpose. Let's not forget that when you have a wife, that's where your favor comes from to begin with. So even in the purpose that you have with this business and everything else, you should still be able to prioritize your wife. Your wife is not a threat to your purpose. The problem is you have not been able to find balance in what you do. You've prioritized and tried to compartmentalize things, bring it together. Your wife can advance the things that you have. Prioritize your wife because then she can nurture and feed you and pour and invest into you so you can show up better in your life, so you can show up better in your business. I don't understand this conversation. I don't get that. And that's the reason why so many women feel like they are being neglected in their marriages because y'all prioritize your careers. You laid down and made vows in front of God and said you were going to take care of his daughter. So if that is the case, then make sure you take care of your wife while you are still doing this, because I guarantee you when you no longer have that career, guess who's still going to be behind you? Guess who's still going to be behind you?
This is crazy.
Going to be behind you. Nope. We still going to be behind them. Nope. Y'all always want to play that. Y'all always want to play that. And I hate when y'all do that because I can guarantee you, y'all always want to do that because we have seen women do it. We have seen, I don't care. No, I ain't gaslighting nothing. That's the problem. I can't stand when y'all do that. I cannot stand that. Y'all are talking about those women who just came in there to use you to begin with. But the women who actually love you, if they see you fall off, it's those women they gonna fight behind you to make sure that you get back on your feet. So make sure that you nurture your wife.
These young ladies are asking our sons for money. And as a boy mom, they used to really grind my gears. Because this little girl sent my son $100 Temu request. First of all, I didn't even know you could do that. Thank you. Also, terrible discernment, bad management. My son not even dropping the fries and he doesn't have a license. He was 15 years old, girl. Now you, I feel like you asking me for money. Cause where he gonna get it from? He ain't selling no drugs, is he? Have you seen Malcolm X, young lady? Huh? Have you? Do you know what happens to you when you put your hands in somebody else's pocket? These young.
So, listen, are you surprised by this? Are you surprised? Check it out right there. The caption says, boy mom problems. Boy mom problems in a modern world in 2026, just the beginning of the year. So what's happening in 2026? Well, I think a comment said it best when they said they're being programmed. This one right here. She says they're being programmed. By who? By TikTok. Of course, they're seeing the messages, right? The messages of women encouraging other women and also the young women, because they forget the young ones are also online, encouraging them to ask men for money. And this is something I actually think about a lot when I make these type of videos. I know on the other end of the screen, it's not just men like myself who see those type of videos, but it's also younger boys who are like, okay, so I need to get money and I don't have any. And the younger girls are thinking, well, why don't I ask the boys who like me for money? Because that's what these other women are saying I should do. They're not saying don't have kids outside of wedlock. Maybe that's becoming more of a popular thing now. For a long time, that wasn't the focus, right? It wasn't about responsibility, doing better. And yes, the boys need these type of messages too. But of course, they're learning this from TikTok. You want a society where young women believe that the most important thing a man can provide for you is money. And then you want to be surprised when all of a sudden a Diddy pops up who has all the money and now believes now that he's won the game and acquired all the success, all the power, he now can have his way. This is one of the points I made during the whole Diddy situation. I believe Diddy is a sick man. I've said this plenty of times. I don't take it back. I believe he is. However, I also think that society encourages those type of men to pretty much know that once they get to where he's at or where he was at or that level of success, then there are women out here who will do whatever he wants them to.
These modern women are really collecting these babies and these baby daddies like trinkets, dude. Like Assassin's Creed. Like you're just picking them up. Like each cave, they just running around the city. You know how on Assassin's Creed, you used to have to like go up to the top of a mountain or like the top of a building, and there'd be like a trinket just in a certain specific room, and you got it. Oh, trinket 1 out of 70. That's what these modern women are doing. They're collecting men exactly like that. These modern women are reckless over and over again. I mean, my God, they're just in these men's faces nonstop without fail. Just bringing home a kid. I've got 3 kids by 3 different men. I have 4 kids by 3 different men. I have 6 kids by 6 different men. And then they're proud of it. This crazy work, this insane work. Why are you? Well, maybe they're not proud of it, but maybe people have told them like to say it loud and proud and don't be ashamed. Maybe that's a part of their affirmations.